Okay, Kevin, so let's go ahead and look at your PureRef file. This is a pretty chaotic organization of information. So, and I'm just assuming that all the images on here are quality. So we'll just go in here and look at them real quick. Yeah, it looks like most of this is pretty good quality. I don't know, that's pretty bad quality image there. So you only want to, when you're getting reference, you want good quality images. You don't want bad images. Most of these look like they're okay. That's a pretty bad image. So, okay, overall these are okay. Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to take you through how I use PureRef, and I'm sure there are lots of ways people can use it. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want all of the pieces to be the same width. So I hold down Control Alt and I hit the right arrow button, okay? That's going to make them all the same width. Then I'm going to go Control P to pack them. So now they're all packed together. Now, they're not organized, and so that would be the first thing I would do was organize them. So we'll just start over here on the left. Okay, so you've got ribbons. So what we're going to do is come in here and pick all of the ribbons. Okay, there's a ribbon. And I'm sure I'll miss some as I go across. Okay, so that's all the ribbons. Let's do microphones. Okay, so we'll grab microphones. There's some microphones. And okay, so, and then of course I'm sure I'll miss some, then we'll bring them back in. Okay, there's lanterns, and we can do globes. So here's globes and globes and lanterns. There's a lantern. I probably would have a tendency to probably crop that one. Okay, C, crops. Okay, so okay, watches, pistols, baseball hats, shotguns, watches, petri dishes. Okay, pistols, baseball hats. We'll keep all these text things together. Okay. Okay, we've got, what do we got? Baseball gloves? Baseball gloves. Okay, so baseball gloves and watches and watches, petri dishes. Okay, you got video cameras, and what else we got? License plates. Okay, so petri dish. Okay, the red slime stuff. Okay, pistol. Okay, petri dish. Baseball glove. Red slime, red slime, red slime. Video camera. Let's go shotguns over here. Okay, we got axes too. All right, we'll put those up here. Petri dish, where was that? Baseball caps. Okay, video cameras. Lantern. Yeah, I would have cropped that too. But at this point, I was going to leave it. petri dishes, text, green, red slime, baseball hats, petri dishes, license plates, license plate, camera. Okay, grenades, got grenades, pictures, red slime, baseball, petri dishes, shotguns, axes, lanterns, another lantern, axe. Where did I put the axe? There it is. Red slime, grenades, pistols, license plates, camera, red slime. Okay, you can use that for red slime too. Baseball glove. Okay, and then these are all your text kinds of things. So these are your, I guess, missing posters. And I guess this is for your newspaper. Okay, that's missing. And these are newspaper. Okay, so there's your organization of your stuff. The only thing that I would have had a tendency to do is to go, when I get something like this, all we're really wanting is the lamp. Okay, so if you hold down C, which is crop, and then I just drag across it, it's non-destructive. That piece still exists out there. And, I might decide to leave that because I like the lighting of it. So I would have a tendency, to clean these up. All right, so now the thing that I want to do is, where are my watches for here? Is we're going to take all of these and we're going to go Control up arrow, which will align them, compact them so they're all kind of lined up with the top. And the reason I'm doing this is I kind of want to see how tall these are, because we can stack some of these. So like we could stack these together. What we're trying to do is to get the heights of these all about the same. Okay, so we could do these axes with our, as a matter of fact, let's take and do the shotguns and the axes so we keep our weapons together. And alright, then let's go ahead and do our grenades next to that, and then we can put our baseball hats next to that. I'm going to slide these over because I'm going to put baseball gloves over here next to baseball hats. And so we could put here. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to leave these cameras by themselves right now, because in the end these cameras need to be all dumped because they're not the right kind of camera. These are video cameras, but let's go over here. The type of VHS that's in the movie is a VHS-C camcorder. Images, tools, size, large. Okay, this is the kinds of cameras that are in the movie. So it's not a very good one, but it's okay. That's better. So you can't see, but I'm dragging these over onto the PureRef board. That's a really good one there. That's almost, that may be the exact one that's in the movie. It's pretty darn close. All right, let's see how many we got here. Dump these. Okay, let's size these again. Okay, cameras. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start aligning these. So this is control left arrow and then up arrow. Okay, now you just got to make sure that these are on top of each other. Just make sure there's space. So I'm going to grab all these, left arrow, up arrow. Do these, left arrow, up arrow. Now all of these, left arrow, up arrow. Okay, left arrow, up arrow. Okay, make sure these will jump around if they're on top of each other. So make sure you got space around them. Okay, left arrow, up arrow. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now they're all aligned. Our canvas has gotten really big. I'm just going to drop it down, Control O. All right, so now I'm going to decide, and I think I'm going to decide that this is my mean. This is the height that I want. Okay, so I'm going to make this smaller because they're pretty good size ribbons, so I'm just going to drop this down so that those are approximately the same height. And then I'm going to do these one at a time. Then I bring this down, and they don't have to be perfectly the same height. Closer. I'm kind of a perfectionist, which is why clients hire me. Clients don't want to hire sloppy artists. So we don't want to do sloppy presentations because that tells the client that we're sloppy artists. So you need to remember that you're judged based on the worst part about anything you do. So if you do crappy presentations, then you're a crappy artist. If you send documentation to a client where you're writing information to them and you don't take the time to use correct punctuation, they're going, okay, the person is ignorant. People want to hire people that are intelligent. Okay, and then lock my canvas to it. And there is my presentation, my board that I would send to the client. This is an excellent software. So, your concept that you don't think this software is very good, I always, it's funny because I see students say this all the time about all kinds of software. And all they're really saying is, I'm not very good at using this software, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with the software. This is the industry standard. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people use this software. So the idea that you think it's not a good software, I say the software is good, you're just not a good user. Because this is a great presentation that you can send to a client. I took the time to organize things so when the client's consuming it, it's not all helter-skelter, which is what you did. So this is what it should look like, okay? And then I can export this out, save the PureRef file, export it out, and then because we were saying something along the lines of only doing 1,000 pixels wide, well, I could do this. I could say, okay, this is about half of these, and I'm going to take these down here, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to decide that that's the width. And there we go. And now I'm going to be able to do a bigger presentation when I'm putting it in 1,000 pixels wide. So instead of making it, horizontal, I'm making it vertical, and I could kick out my image this way to post into the forum. So we would just save, export, scene. Okay, and I'm just going to call it scene right now. I'll rename it when I post it, and we'll just call this Kevin. We'll call this Kevin War of the Worlds. That's what we'll call it. If I can spell. All right, I have a tendency to like borders on mine, so I'm going to click borders, and I'm going to say 1,200 wide, and then I'm going to export that, and then I'm going to save it. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is cancel that. Save, export, scene. So I'm going to click on this so I can copy this. So now I'm going to save as, and then paste this in here. Notice that you put research board on yours. So when I download this and put it in a folder, how do I know that belongs to you? You need to get in the habit of putting your name on your work. I don't know why I have to tell students to put their name on their work, but I do. Okay, who the hell knows what research board who that belongs to? Okay, so I'm gonna give it the same name there, and so save it. And now I'll post it.